To start this season, the Winnipeg Jets may already be the deepest team in the North Division. They haven't even added Pierre-Luc Dubois yet, which they will in their next game. So it makes the statement pretty obvious in my mind. The Winnipeg Jets are the deepest team in Canada. Prove me wrong, Bourne.
Well, I sure hope I can, because they're not. There's a number of different ways you could go. Some people have made the case for Calgary, but I'll just take Toronto and Montreal as teams that are deeper. I think the Jets are probably their biggest strength in terms of depth is up front. They are pretty deep up front. It's not entirely ridiculous, but so far this year, the Toronto Maple Leafs have used 18 forwards. 18 forwards through, I think it's been 10 games. So they're not afraid to go all the way deep, and some of those guys are contributing. A guy like Nick Petan is included in that list. And then you take the Montreal Canadiens, who've only used 13 guys, but that's because no one has to come out because they're so deep through 12 forwards. Their lowest ice time earner up front is Paul Byron, who plays 12 and a half minutes a game. So to look at the forward groups is one thing. Toronto, Montreal, very deep. Also, I'm not sure the second pair in Winnipeg makes those teams. So I'll go ahead and say I'm going to take the two teams from way out east here.
All right, let me pick that apart one by one here. You're talking about the 18 forwards in Toronto. That's like shotgun spray. What you've got in Winnipeg is a bunch of trained snipers who know how to get this done. They are crazy deep. Pierre-Luc Dubois is going to be starting on the third line with the Winnipeg Jets. And on his wing, he's going to have Kyle Connor, a guy who doesn't know anything but scoring third goals. You know what this is? This is the 2016 Pittsburgh Penguins, who had the HBK line when you had Phil Kessel just feasting on other teams' third lines. That's what the Winnipeg Jets are going to be able to do. The other part of this is Adam Lowry bumps down to the Jets' fourth line. Adam Lowry's line may be the Jets' best line right now. They can shut guys down. They've been able to score. And if we go to the Montreal Canadiens argument, you talk about the 13 forwards. And yeah, I would say of those two teams and their forward groups, the Montreal Canadiens are probably more comparable in depth. But you just take a look at the bottom six of this Winnipeg Jets team. I don't think it's close.
Well, yeah, I think up front that's fine. If I'm sitting at home listening to me right now and I want to make the case against the Jets, I'm going, oh my God, bring up the defense. Mention the defense. Going into this year, this has been a major source of weakness for this team, who had a lot of depth on the back end, and they saw a lot of these guys leave. Now, Neil Pionk has been a pleasant surprise, but I'm not sure where he fits in if he were on a D-core. Whether it be Toronto or Montreal's, Pullman, DeMello, some of these guys are 6-7 guys maybe on the other team. So I understand that you have some pretty good health in net there, but I still feel like the D-core is weak enough that you can't call them the deepest team in Canada.
Well, you talked about it, and clearly Connor Hellebuyck is the big eraser. I mean, he did it last year for this team where they were weak on defense. He took a lot of those chances away. He hasn't even been doing that yet so far this year. Where the Jets have got better is in that depth up front and their commitment to defense. They're playing as a five-man unit. You'll hear them talking about it when they do it. They have a lot of success. They've been doing that so far this year. It takes a lot of energy to play that style, but that's why it's important that you've got the four lines the way they do, because those players are now playing 200-foot game, every last one of them from the top to the bottom six of this lineup. They're able to do that. It's how they've been getting things done defensively and why they've been a very strong defensive team. Got to say, I respect your position on this, but I think I'm coming out ahead on this. But you know what? We shouldn't decide. That's not fair. Let's let the audience get in on this. Click in the link description, or there's a link in the description below. Click on that. You can take part in the YouTube poll. And if you're seeing this on Twitter, there will be a poll you can take in as well. Have your say. Who is the deepest team in Canada?